second quarter. They trail by as many as 14 in the first quarter. Derrick Rose taking it to the hole. They lead at 62-58 over the Indiana Pacers after 24 minutes at the Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. It's the American Express halftime report. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Charles. Kenny has the night off. You will see him briefly in our post-game show
vacation
later on tonight when he's in Los Angeles. Our American Express teammates going to the Indiana side. For Paul George, who has 19 to lead everybody, and Miles Turner, who's got 10, hasn't missed from the floor and has 3 rebounds. This is a seat of enormous responsibility tonight. Shaq, you're sitting in Kenny's chair. Kenny always goes to the board.
Ernie, Kenny's not here, so we don't want to hear his name tonight, okay? Right. Ain't that right, Chuck?
Thank you.
Well, yes, I will go.
I think that is right.
Run through the tape, Ernie.
Thank you very much.
You beat me. Okay, good job. Good job.
Still got wheels.
Roll the tape.
I wouldn't call them wheels.
Kenny, Ernie, Larry Bird said Miles Turner has the ability to be the best Indiana Pacer ever. You know what, Chuck? He's 19. He has great touch. Right here, Chuck. Big guys, stop the tape. Big guys, right, they could either die, but he has a great touch from there. So give it to him, shoot the jumper, boom, and let it go again. And right here, he doesn't do too much. He knows his abilities to get it and shoot it, bam. And right here, I like this. Stop it. Big guys, some big guys like to come in and clog the middle, but they teach us big guys, stay out the way, let your guard do what he does, create space. You get a drop-off pass right here. That's why he's 4 for 4. And I agree with Larry Bird. He does have the ability to be the best pacer ever.
50-yard dash and a good cigar might kill you right now, big fella.
I ain't tired.
A little out of breath over there.
You know how much I love your mother.
I ain't tired.
I'm going to feel bad calling and tell her I didn't want to give you mouth to mouth.
I ain't tired.
I ain't giving it to you. Catch your breath, big fella.
Say something again, Chuck.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
Hey, you've been able to figure out this Indiana Pacers team?
No. And I was writing down a list of my most disappointing teams. The Milwaukee Bucks, the Indiana Pacers. The Wizards are playing a lot better lately. And Orlando Magic. Those are my teams I was like, they could be a sleeper. But the Wizards are playing a lot better right now. But this Milwaukee and Indiana team, they to me had been the most disappointing teams. I actually thought, and I thought either Reggie or Grant said, I think maybe Reggie said it, because you got you got Boston and Toronto right behind Cleveland, which is head and shoulders. But if there's a team that made enough improvements in the offseason, I was like, well, Jeff Teague, Al Jefferson, and you got Turner and you got Paul George. I'm like, this team got a chance, or really? And you watch them play night in and night out, and they just don't have it.
6-16 on the road.
They're too good for that.
16-5.
I've got a question for Chuck, honey. Doesn't disappointing mean not make the playoffs at all? Right now they're in 7th spot.
No, but they should be higher than 7. Like Ernie's question was, I thought
but they're in the playoffs.
Listen.
But you thought they'd be, like a lot of us, just thought they would be a better team and be challenging Cleveland more than they are right now.
When you look at it, think about it.
But they still got time because only 3 games out of 4 spots. So
but I'm talking about you. But I'm saying, at this point of the season, your team should be, what you are at this point of the season. Like there's always the beginning of the season when you got new players. You bring in an all-star guard and Jeff Teague. You bring in a guy who's a hell of a player in Al Jefferson. And now we're over halfway through the season, and they're the number 7 seed. I expected more out of Indiana.
I'm going to go on the record and say they will be the 5th seed.
Well, I actually thought they had a chance of being 2 or 3, to be honest with you.
But they home court in the first round at least.
But like I say, and everybody keep talking about, well, if they go on a streak, they got a chance. I heard those guys talking about the Knicks win 5 or 6. Man, listen, the Cleveland Cavaliers are so far and head and shoulders above everybody in the Eastern Conference. I think that's one of the reasons they're bored.
And that's why they gave up 70 points in the first half in New Orleans tonight?
Well, with no Anthony Davis. Listen, so they're just bored. They're just trying to wait to get to the playoffs. But there's anybody, I love Isaiah Thomas. I love the guards in Toronto. But listen, the Cavaliers are going to be in the Eastern Conference. They're going to be in the finals no matter what.
Melo has 17. Derrick Rose has 12. New York has a 62-58 lead over the puzzling Indiana Pacers. Yeah, look at this, man.
You lost to an old man.
Put it in cruise
cheated.
control.
Come on,
I could hear you coming, too,
cheated.
Shaq. I could hear you coming.
See, when I raced against an old guy like Dick,
He cheated.
Dick Bavetta, I just stomped him.
Yeah, and I didn't have to kiss Shaq
You
after our
kissed him.
race, which was just.
You're right, Jonathan. He got me.
Yeah. You know what? You know what the key was? You turned toward Charles. If you had turned this way, I don't even get out of the chair.
Okay.